South Carolina baseball is a program, a unit that has given Gamecock fans an emotional roller coaster ride from this season. Big series this weekend as the postponed game 1 tonight makes tomorrow a 2-game special. First off, Collyn, what are some advantages or disadvantages for South Carolina when it comes to a doubleheader?
Disadvantage right now is Tennessee probably has a deeper pitching staff than South Carolina right now. So they're a little bit better equipped to navigate 18 innings over about 8 hours and then 27 innings over about 24 hours. So that's a disadvantage, I would say, on paper right now. An advantage would be if South Carolina really got at the plate, you just kind of keep get to play. Like it's not like it's, oh, we're really hot one night and then we got to wait a day and then hope it continues. If you're hot at the plate, you kind of continue to play, but you kind of figure that out on the day. If you're the Gamecocks, you just hope that you can get something going. You get some good starting pitching to preserve that bullpen, and then figure it out, because this is such a pivotal series for them and Tennessee both. So you're gonna see two really desperate teams out there Friday and Saturday.
And as for Tennessee, despite its 2-11 record on the road, the 18th ranked Volunteers have been finding recent success. What do you see in this matchup this weekend?
Yeah, these are two incredibly similar teams. Tennessee is a team that it struggles on the road, like you said. South Carolina is really good at home, but they're built the same way. They like to hit for power. They strike out a good bit, but they also can get on base at a pretty solid clip. Tennessee's a better team in terms of hitting for average than South Carolina, but they both get on base and they both slug about the same percentage over the course of SEC play. And then pitching-wise, two very high strikeout teams. They don't give teams a lot to hit. So South Carolina, you got to take advantage of what they do give you, and you got to have some productive at-bats. But very similar in how they go about doing things. And Tennessee's very momentum-based, so you can't give them a ton. And if you can kind of finish innings and pitch out of some jams, you got a chance to go and win that series.
And a large reason for losing 9 of the last 12 games has been due to injury. As of Wednesday, we learned that the guys are day-to-day and pitcher Will Sanders is out for another weekend. Collyn, what injuries have made the biggest impact on the team's success?
Yeah, it's got to be Braylon Wimmer is the one from a position player standpoint. Him missing 2.5 weeks. That's your number 2 hitter. That's your guy that's going to be, at the top of the lineup more often than not. He was an elite shortstop. The biggest one pitching-wise has been Noah Hall, and he has just week 3 of SEC play, where he gave you knew you were going to get at least 6 or 7 innings out of Noah every single weekend on Saturday. It protects the bullpen, keeps guys fresh, and with him going out, and obviously Will Sanders struggling when healthy, and Mahoney not giving you a lot of length, really taxed that bullpen in the middle part of SEC play, and you saw some of the results from that. So losing Noah as early as you did really hurt, and then losing a guy like Braylon Wimmer on the position side of things really made things tough, because the domino effect of having to move Michael Braswell over to short and then having Cole Messina have to shift from catcher to third just created a lot of just inconsistencies and kind of putting a square peg in a round hole. But as they get back to healthy, the offense should up, and now it's just about getting pitchers to the point where they can pitch really well. And you saw signs of that against Arkansas.
This season has gone from Omaha bound to trying to hang on to a regional host opportunity. How does the outcome of this series directly affect Carolina's postseason possibilities?
It's massive, because Tennessee's kind of in the same boat. They're in a different perspective, because the Vols are coming from, they weren't going to host, and now they've gone on this run to where they're in contention, where South Carolina was a national seed 3 weeks ago and now are holding on to that 11 to 13 seed spot. The winner of this series is going to have a really strong argument to host. If South Carolina takes 2 out of 3, you feel really good about their chances. With 17 SEC wins, an RPI that would be in the top 5, and a strength of schedule in the top 10, that's hosting material. If they can do that, they should feel good about it. If anything less than 2 wins this weekend, and you probably go to the SEC tournament needing a win or two to get back into contention there. But you have a lot still left on the table for South Carolina, and now it's just about going out and winning some games, which has been really, really, really hard to do over the course of these last 3 weeks.